I'm out here at the 2024 Hershey RV Show where customers come to get their first look at what is the latest and greatest in the new model years. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Keystone Montanas and see what they've done for the 2025 model year. So stick around, I got a lot to show you. So we know every year, every manufacturer does some kind of an update, some kind of an upgrade. This year, Montana has been listening to the customers and they have pulled out all the stops. So just about everything the customers have been asking for, they delivered on this year. Let's start on the outside. You can see they have a new graphics package for the non-full body paint with some black and some golds. Is a really sharp upgrade. Of course, you can still get 3 different paint schemes in full body paint. One of the biggest things that they've changed this year as far as the full body paint goes, you no longer have to upgrade to the legacy package to get the full body paint. So that's a separate independent option now for 2025. In case you didn't notice it, another really big upgrade this year. Notice those windows look a lot different this year. They've gone to a new window, a square window. Looks really sharp from the outside, but wait till you see it from the inside. Another big upgrade to the outside of the coach is the tires and wheels. They've gone from the 16-inch G-rated Saloon tires and upgraded them to 17-inch H-rated Cooper tires. Now, as far as the suspension goes, there's 4 floor plans this year that they're going to upgrade to 8K axles. The reason they're doing that with those specific floor plans is they're trying to get the carrying capacity up equal for just about any floor plan in the Montana line. So let's go around the other side and take a look at something else that they've done by customer request. Another upgrade to the outside is on the service side of the coach. They've gone to a split baggage door. And this comes in handy, especially if you have a slide out above a baggage compartment. It makes it just that much easier to get in and get out. So where there is no obstruction, you're still going to flip up, and where the slide out comes out, pull the lever, and it just opens to the side. Open it fully and making it easier access for you to get in. And as they did last year in the 2024 model year, you'll have the new Lippert Titan leveling system. And if you want to take a closer look at that leveling system, I'll leave a card up here. I have a link for a video. Our 2024 model obviously came with it. I did a little introduction video because it's a new system. So you can go and take a closer look at that system. If you're subscribed to the channel, hit the bell and make sure that you do that so that you're notified when new videos come out. Another new feature for the 2025 model year, all Montanas will be coming with a Blue Tech water filter. Okay, since I've mentioned the windows on the outside, on the inside here, we're going to start with the windows. So as you can see, all the windows are all square. The valances now are a new updated valance. You're only going to have a valance at the top now. Solid wood, none of that wrapped with fabric and material. They've eliminated the side valances and they've completely framed out the windows so it gives it more of a residential look. Now you may also notice that there's no pull down roller shades, day-night shades anymore. And you'll probably already noticed too, I have the window open, there's no screen there. So how does that work? Well, the shades are all built into the frames of the windows now. So if you pull up, if you're opening in a window, the day shade also doubles as the screen. Once it gets dark outside and you want a little more privacy on the inside, you just reach up with the top one, pull the top one down, and now you have the blackout night shades. So really nice improvement, really kind of makes the whole coach look more open and airy. And I think that Montana really knocked it out of the park with this decision to upgrade the windows. Okay, let's move on to the next big ticket item, and that was the furniture. The folks over at Keystone Montana have been listening to the customers and hearing their concerns, and the furniture got a major upgrade this year. They've gone to Lazy Boy furniture, independent reclining in any floor plan that will allow that. Some of the floor plans, some of the furniture configuration is going to vary a little bit because of the floor plan, but they've upgraded to Lazy Boy furniture. And the ones that have the independent recliners are going to have a center table here to share. And you also have your controllers down here on the side. Lazy Boy furniture again in the back. You're still going to have the fold-out couch that folds out into a bed. But one thing that they did in Again, some of the floor plans, some of these features are going to vary depending on the floor plan, but these rear couches, the nightstands now open up so that you have some storage, additional storage on both sides of the sofa in the back. For those of you that might be traveling with a furry friend, Montana has thought about them as well. So now they have a built-in pull-out dog dishes, and they also added the light at the end of the island here so that when these dishes are out, the light is on, that catches your eye and reduces your risk of tripping over the dog dishes when they're out. Once Fido's done, just push them back in, out of the way. Another big upgrade this year is to the kitchen sink. You can see they've kind of pulled all those stops and went completely to the top, maybe even over the top, some might say. So one of the big complaints that we had from people about the kitchen sinks when they went to the farmhouse sink was, well, what if we're camping somewhere where we have a limited water supply? That's going to take a lot of water to fill up that big sink to do some dishes. So this is kind of a multi-function sink. You have a new faucet that has kind of a really cool spiral pattern when the faucet is on. You have a cup washer where you can just put the cups down, push down, and it washes the cups. Built-in, or removable, I should say, cutting board. And then on this side, you have a nice basket for rinsing vegetables, things like that. This knob over here will control a waterfall spigot so that you have that anti-splash washing and rinsing off vegetables. Of course, that basket is removable as well. And then you have another small removable basin for those times when you only need a little bit of water. And then if you want the whole sink, you can slide that over and remove it, and then you have the whole sink. They've also added a built-in soap dispenser. So here in the island, you might notice that there's a pretty wide drawer here. If you pull that open, you have room for 2 waste baskets. The reason that this thing is so big is last year at the Tampa show, we started hearing customer requests for dishwashers. Not a lot, but it was an increased number. So what the folks at Montana decided to do, instead of installing dishwashers or making that an option or an added cost, because the number wasn't huge, but it was significant enough to do something about it, they decided to make them dishwasher prepped. So there's enough room here to get a dishwasher in. The customer decides they want a dishwasher, they can go out and choose their own dishwasher and get that installed. So another one of the big topics that they wanted to address this year was storage and organization. Storage and organization came up over and over when surveying customers and getting customer input. So when this new pantry came out for the 2023 model year, one of the biggest complaints was the high cabinet was so hard to reach. So one of the things that they did was they lowered that down about 6 inches to make it a little bit easier to reach without compromising much storage in the actual pantry. So they took that one step further because they realized not everybody is the same height, not everybody is tall. So when you open this up, you still have to reach. So they added this pull down shelf to make things even more reachable. They've also added adjustable shelves in this side of the pantry. You still have your little mini coffee bar here with an inverted plug. So let's look at the other side of the pantry. You can see, again, you have adjustable shelves on this side to customize it to whatever your needs are. So again, storage and organization was at the top of the list. So they added some little storage compartments here in the table for organization of different items, remote controls, whatever you want to put in there, games. So they just made that a little more easy to organize things for you. And if you look at the steps down there, they now have open steps, which is really nice. You can come in, kick your shoes off, and just kick them underneath the steps, and they're out of the way. So when they did that, they also moved the central vac system. In this particular floor plan, it's right there beside the pantry. You have your electric dustpan and your port to plug in the hose for your vacuum. Here in the bathrooms, you guys saw last year, they went to the more spa-style shower with the rain shower head and the body sprayers and the wand. And they still have the foldable seat in the shower. You can fold it down when you need it, fold it up out of the way if you need some more room. And then they added some rope lights, if you can see that in the video, to the top of the shower. Another change that they made was here in the cabinet at the sink. And you can see they added some space to put in hot curling irons, blow dryers, and things like that. Keep them in place, and they have their own place and they stay organized. And then you still have a shelf down here, or excuse me, a drawer down here at the bottom, as well as the medicine cabinet beside the sink. And then they upgraded the faucet as well. Here in the bedroom, they've added a nice little jewelry compartment underneath the top of the dresser. Again, this is going to be select models, the ones that this is accessible for. There are going to be some floor plans where that wasn't possible just because of the configuration. They reconfigured the closet to make it more of a his and hers closet. So on the right hand side here, you also have washer and dryer hookups. In the center, you've got the 3 shelves plus 4 more drawers, and then you have the center here, which is your built-in hamper for dirty clothes, or whatever else you want to put in there. So another big thing that people have been asking for is nightstands. And as you can see, they added nightstands. But the reason they haven't had nightstands in the past is because people complained it was hard to make the bed with a nightstand there. So they thought that through, and they made it so that you can just fold that down when it comes time to make the bed, and just fold it back up at night when you want to put something on there. Over here you've got some USB ports as well as an inverted outlet. Okay, I think you can agree there's been some pretty significant changes this year, and really good changes. And I think everybody's going to be really happy. I was really excited to show these changes to you. I saw these back in the summer when the Proto came out. Unfortunately, I couldn't show them to you then because they wanted to tweak things and get things ready. And this is the show where they debut all their newest stuff, so we had to wait till now. So to recap some of the changes that aren't actually physical changes, I mentioned earlier the full body paint. In the past, you had to have the Legacy package to get full body paint. That's no longer the case. If you want to have full body paint, you can have full body paint without upgrading to the Legacy package. And we'll talk about the Legacy package just a little bit more in a second. Now, the suspension. I failed to mention when we were talking about the upgrades to the axles for the larger rigs. You can still get MORryde's independent suspension put on right at the Montana factory. That is also an independent option. You don't have to upgrade to any other packages to get that. Every Montana can have that option on it. The nice thing about the independent suspension is the obvious. You're going to have a much better ride, a far less stress on your coach going down the road. We have that on ours. I'll link a video up here. When we had that put on ours last summer, we videoed it so you guys could see that process. So when that independent suspension comes over from MORryde to be installed on your rig, it's also coming with premium disc brakes from D-Max. That is another option that you can add onto your coach anytime you want. If you don't have it now, reach out to me. I'll get you the information you need to get those products, and even get you some discounts on that as well. So reach out if you're thinking about upgrading your suspension to independent suspension or adding disc brakes. I can get you all that information on those products. Now let's talk about the Legacy package a little bit. Those are still going to come with the same options, but they've added one more. So the Legacy package, what you're going to get with the Legacy package is you're going to get the in-command system rather than just switches for lights and things like that, which is the Global Connect, which allows you to operate things in your coach remotely. If you happen to leave your coach and you've left your fur baby behind, you can turn the air conditioner on, things like that with the Global Connect. So you're also going to get an electric cord reel. You're also going to get cameras, a backup camera, side cameras, a wind guard router, disc brakes. And then in addition, this year, they're adding electric dump valves to your tanks in the Legacy package. That's something that customers have been requesting for a while, so they decided to make that part of the Legacy package because not everybody's going to want those. So kudos to Keystone this year for all the changes and all the upgrades and listening to the customers as much as they do. I'm really excited to have been able to show you guys these upgrades. I've been waiting since the summer when I saw them at the factory, but this is the show that debuts all of the new upgrades, so I had to wait till now. So Any questions, any comments, please leave them below. We'd love to hear your comments. We'd love to hear your feedback about the new upgrades, what you think about them. In addition, if there's any more information you want on any other floor plans, specifications, and things like that, you can always go to KeystoneRV.com. Or if you're one of the people that likes to use your mobile device, Keystone has an app called My Keystone. I also have an overview of that app on my channel. You can go look at that. You can look at all floor plans, price them out. It'll give you MSRP. You can spec out what you want, go to your local dealer, get the final pricing. Just makes life so much easier when it comes to shopping, deciding what you want, what you don't want. Do I want to spend the money on this or this? Just makes that whole process that much more simple. So I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button because that kind of helps put these videos out for more people to see. And if you want to see more videos like that, don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when a new video comes out. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video.